that day that you stabbed him allegedly.
Okay. That day? Nothing was took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but...
All right, the title of this first video is Man Reveals Why he tried to unalive Tory Lanez in prison. Here we go.
Kill him. Well, he's speaking out. He's explaining why he tried to kill Tory Lanez.
What exactly took place between you and Tory Lanez that day that you stabbed him allegedly?
Okay. That day? Nothing was took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning. And I told him what's up. Give him a little fist bump, ask him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what's the situation?
What kind of situation?
The night before and the day before.
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to him. Said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. Because he tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head.
He said he tried to put money on his head, and he felt like for that reason he put the work in. You think Tory was involved in prison politics like that? I find that hard. I don't know about this dude. Because things run pretty deep. And let's say, for instance, the conspiracy theories are real about, Smock Smation and Smaze Me and Smegan the Smallion. But let's say those things are true. What are the chances that once caught, this guy would say that? Yeah, well, Smegan the Smallion smit me. All right, here we go.
We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning, that night, he said some kind of crazy. So the next morning, I came out to see if everything was good.
I'm highly skeptical of anything that comes out of the mouth of a PDF. This man will.
Right, you got to take that into consideration too. He is of the titillation sort. You feel me? So, that's the character of the person is speaking. Plus, you a stabber. You stabbed him.
Was arrested for killing his girlfriend who was half his age when he was 26 years old. However, Tory Lanez did drop that song with DDG, and these lyrics from this song could be completely unrelated to that incident. Well, the incident didn't happen yet, but it could be completely unrelated, and Tory Lanez could just be doing the thing that rappers do, which is lie in their raps. But in this song with DDG, Tory Lanez confessed that he was putting bags on people's heads in prison.
This brilliant device keeps your home cool in summer.
My bad, y'all. Algorithm down.
Even during heat waves and power outages. It's smaller than a lunchbox, cools.
Send me to prison.
I swear to God, I got another YouTube channel with the premium on it, and I always log into the wrong one. And so y'all get commercial. I'm sorry. You probably like, we already getting commercial. It's double commercial. All right, here we go.
And then all that it taught me is if it go down, how to stab you. Tommies and bunkers, the knives, the thumpers, the locking, the sockets, the credit. I call a shot on the yard. You a problem. My son out there hitting cash out.
I would be dishonest if I didn't bring that up, but honestly, I don't believe a word is coming out of this dude's mouth. And the way he speaks, bro, you could tell he's super slimy, and he's somebody who's been in jail long enough to where he understands certain like vernacular and articulations that's needed in a self-defense case. So essentially, he just pleaded his self-defense case that he plans on pleading to the courts.
Right, and then you could look at it like that. That could have came along with the check. Do this, that, and the third. Plus, once you go to court, this happened. This is what you say. He probably already sitting on forever. He doing forever anyway. They take care of somebody on the outside. They send.
But yeah, bro, this dude is just slimy. It very well could be, bro. It's just the aura of PDFs that appears to be super slimy to me.
His phone, talked to him. He said, yeah. So I was going back into my cell. And when I looked back, instead of going to cell, he was walking towards my door. He stood in front of my cell, looked at his boys, made his little smirk. And when he showed me what he had and something in his pocket, I just rushed him.
What do you have in his pocket?
I just rushed him. What he showed me looked to me like I believed it could be a weapon at the time.
pay attention to the language here. I believed it to be a weapon at the time. And because I believed it to be a weapon at the time, it was...
Right, that's just perfect. I believe that my life was in danger.
Wasn't premeditation. It was me thinking this was a self-defense case. Now, he also says Tory Lanez's boys were present, right? He says Tory Lanez walked to his cell, was standing outside his cell like a Marvel character with something in his pocket, completely unprovoked, by the way. Completely unprovoked. They dabbed each other up, had no problems that day. But Tory Lanez all of a sudden has something in his pocket where he would say it was like a poker or a knife, and went to his cell and stood out the cell like a Marvel character while smirking to his boys. And smirking to his boys is an important detail because he contradicts himself later on in this call.
Listen, I'm not gonna say I ain't seen no little thugs, but little ass Tory Lanez. Like I seen some little tiny dudes that was that could strike some fear. I don't, but straight from Hollywood parties with Kylie Jenner to able to strike fear on the yard, able to make a real one jump. I mean, the real one might jump just off the strength he had forever. And I ain't even calling this dude a real one. What I meant, I'm trying to think of a more I don't know, a different way to say someone willing to, juggers. But yeah. I don't see somebody coming from that environment to be able to make a hardened criminal fear for their life. But when you got money, you can do a lot of stuff. So who knows?
So I rushed him, and I just snatched him. I just took advantage of him. He was weak. I just threw him all over, and I just kept slamming him and stabbing him. And
Were you trying to kill him?
No, he was trying to tickle him on the inside of his body. She's trying to tickle his kidneys, and he's trying to jiggle his meniscus. I don't know what's in there. Just he trying to jiggle around his gallbladder, way down in that spleen. He's trying to jiggle around, and he's trying to tickle. Is that ticklish?
Not at all.
I wasn't trying to kill him, ma'am. I just stabbed him 14 times, including 3 times in the head. I wasn't trying to kill him, ma'am. I was just trying to make sure he ended up in critical condition with a collapsed lung. Oh my God, bruh.
But I saw like it was a weapon. I saw threatening, and when I felt like a sting in my leg, I felt like, oh shit, he stabbed me. So I moved back and I kept stabbing more, and I seen that he threw something. So
still tickling. He was laughing. It must have been.
I was like, what the is that? The guy just kept going. After he was yelling, hell, screaming, please help me.
This dude must think we're stupid or something. This man said with a straight face, trying to convince us he's telling the truth, that Tory Lanez had a knife on him too, and Tory Lanez just let him rush him. Cool. Tory Lanez stabbed him in his legs, but he only felt a slight sting. Cool. Then while he's attacking Tory Lanez with a knife, Tory Lanez threw his knife away. And he thought, oh, he did have a knife on him because he just threw it away. So that he continues to stab Tory Lanez up some more, including in the back of the head. Does that make sense, bro?
Dude, that's all hogwash. Everything he's saying is crazy anyway. Like, he already got 1 million years. He should just say, I ain't answering nothing. Or he looking for his fame because he want clout too. Even if he can't enjoy it, he wants it.
What man is throwing away their weapon as you are attacking him with your weapon? Cut it out, bruh. Cut it out, bruh.
Right.
It's not even something that's plausible. This is a complete impossible scenario.
I just kicked him once in that fake position and hit him and look at me. And then I just let him go. Like, I was saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head?
Right.
Well, what was it?
The best stabber in the business. Feel like picking a herb.
Beef exactly about?
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about old things, certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade and I'll knife up, I'll put his grains into me. I feel like the second, third time hearing that in conversation, I was like, man, what you trying to say? So I approached him and told him like, what's up? Like, just go. I'll come into your cell. We'll do whatever. Like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me, like if someone was afraid or something. We were cool in the beginning. We were cool for like a year.
No, they wasn't. In a California jail, Tory Lanez and this nigga, no, they wasn't.
Chill, kicked it together, everything. They did.
Oh, they're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Okay.
I don't know. They got like little fractions, but she was more like it was different. She started kicking it with certain people, you know. And when we started doing that, that's kind of when we had our little misunderstandings and we stopped talking as much. But we were neighbors for a while. I've been known him for about 2 years already.
Okay. And during the situation when you and him grew a friendship?
Yeah, we were cool. We chilled, we ate, we drank, we partied, kicked it. Yeah, we were good.
How much you want to bet Tory Lanez wouldn't describe their relationship in the same way?
This is just pure hate. Him and Tory Lanez were apparently homies. They apparently was kicking it and partying.
What the fuck they was?
Yo, even the language he's using, bro, partying, having fun. He sounds like a lifer. He sounds like somebody who has made away with jail is my home for life. I have no plans of ever getting out. Because he's talking about jail as if it's like something fun. There's no such thing as partying in jail, bro. I refuse to believe it, bro. But, yo, him and Tory Lanez is having normal conversation. Tory Lanez is letting him know, man, listen, man, I ain't afraid to fight none of these people in here, man. Listen, bro. Y'all, listen, bro. Like, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to stab him if I got to stab somebody. Tory Lanez is telling you as a homie, yo, you feel me? Yo, he's getting ready for whatever comes his way. You take that as a threat towards you. It just shows me, bro, this man was looking for a reason to try to pick with Tory Lanez, bro. This man is probably an undercover racist. I'll be real with you, bro. All right, because even the scenario, bro, we're talking about, bro, Tory Lanez is having a friendly conversation with him, talking about how, yo, man, listen, man, if all these other dudes ever try me, man, I'm going to really get down. You feel me? I'm not scared of none of these dudes. You take that as if he's testing you. It shows, bro, you have a superiority complex. He's probably an undercover racist, to be honest.
I don't believe none of that. I don't believe none of that whole conversation he just said. I don't believe their interactions were anywhere of the sort. And nothing like that. They probably was never cool. None of that never happened. They probably had tension the whole time. And what he mean by they knew each other is mean you can't not be around a motherfucker, a person. Did I cuss it? The cuss could all the way out? Anyway, but you can't be around someone. You can't not be around someone because you're in prison. That's what he means. But we was around, we was hunting. No, y'all just was in the same space. Y'all saw each other at the day room. Y'all saw each other at the yard, and y'all did not stab each other. Although the animosity was there. That's my personal. These are allegations. I don't know. I'm alligating. I'm an alligator.
Because to me, that level of vitriol to stab somebody 14 times, you gotta really hate them.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
to hate somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, the dude is just a psycho anyway. You heard about his rap sheet. I'm gonna shut up, y'all. I know y'all trying to hear what Flacco said. I'm gonna go ahead.
Like Tory Lanez for what? Like, y'all never had any type of major conflict or beef?
How much did the guy tell you that he paid to have you killed to get off the yard?
Well, he said double whatever I was offering, but I never made that offer. That's what I didn't understand. He said that someone told him I offered people money to get rid of him. So he said he would give that person double and some dope and stuff. So, but truth be told, I never offered no money. Like, why would I offer somebody something I could do? It didn't make sense. But once he yelled and made threats and I'll have you killed and, you know, have a run up to your cell, all that comments and I felt like, all right, you threatened my life. Like, did you looking out to do? We'll confront you. And that's what happened the next morning. I asked him, are we cool? He said, yeah, it's cool. And when I went to my cell, he followed me. Like I told you earlier.
Do you have any regrets?
He followed you. He followed you to the cell.
Of stabbing him?
Regrets? Oh, shit.
Stabbing Tory Lanez is probably the least evil thing this nigga done did. Look at him. What are we talking about here?
You stabbed him 14 times.
Yeah. I know that. I I wish I could do certain things over, you know, but at the end of the day, I mean, I felt like he threatened my life. So, I mean, I can't. Those actions felt necessary to me at the time, like the whole, in the moment, him coming to my cells, you know, grabbing me, walking, like, nah, I felt like, nah, it's fit. So I can't say I regret taking a stand for myself. No, not at all. I mean, I feel remorseful in a sense because
somebody asked you.
It really didn't have to go that far, but I mean, you made his decisions and I made mine.
Dude, you did this last week. It's not like it's something. Go ahead.
Did he end up having a weapon on him?
I mean, obviously, I got a stab mark in my leg, and with that going to the hole, I mean, they didn't find no weapons either. I don't understand that part.
But okay, so no weapons were found from him, only from you.
No weapon was the weapon I was using wasn't found either. There was no weapons found.
Where'd it go?
That's what in the video it shows me putting it on the floor. That's what they were asking me, I don't know. Nobody was around, it was just me and him on the tier.
Just me and him?
There wasn't no day room, nobody was standing next to us, it was just me and him.
But earlier in this video, he says he rushed Tory Lanez after Tory Lanez was walking to his cell, knife in his pocket, smirking to his friends, smirking to his homies. So Tory Lanez was smirking to his homies, but not just saying nobody was nearby. So what is it? Was somebody nearby or was he smirking to his homies? And where was the quote unquote homies at? They ain't step in to defend Tory Lanez. They ain't, man, cut it out, bro. Bro, how jail works? Yo, jail is.
And that's what I'm saying. Somebody with paper like Tory Lanez get stabbed up right there, and nobody ain't jump at. Come on, that's crazy. And he suppose these quote unquote boys, his people's with him, and they probably say, "Whoa, let you get off 14 times." I don't believe a word he's saying.
Very tribal, bro. No blacks in that prison is watching Tory Lanez get stabbed up, and they think, nah, Tory, fend for yourself, man. Especially when you say
he's only the dude that sent me the commissary for the last 6 months. He's only the dude. Nobody sent me nothing. Because if Tory is really anywhere near as set up as they say he is in there, he knows some lifers. And the thing about lifers, sometimes people that's gone forever don't have a lot of people still coming through for them. So if Tory was to put light $200, $1,000 in a dude account, man, he has soldiers like a Roman emperor.
Tory Lanez was screaming for help. It don't make sense at all, man. The story is inconsistent. I'm not buying it. Because when this story first dropped, what they say, Tory Lanez was apparently disrespecting this dude's wife at the visit. Now, all of a sudden, that story ain't true no more. Y'all
right, they say he wasn't Mexican for a while, too.
Threw that story out the window now. All of a sudden, it's no longer Tory Lanez was trying to shoot at this dude's wife, at the visit.
Yeah. That's enough for you, Flacco. Shout out Poetic Flacco. The title of that video was "Man Reveals Why He Tried to Unalive Tory Lanez in Prison." I will put the title to that in the description below.